There was a rally today for childcare at Ohio's State House. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. Across the country today, childcare providers are calling out or closing their doors for National Day Without Childcare. That was the case today at the Ohio State House in Columbus. Hundreds of people gathered to be heard. The rally is to bring attention to the childcare industry and the need for affordable childcare, better pay for educators, and an expanded tax credit for parents. Based on recent numbers provided by Bank of America, childcare costs have increased 32% since 2019, and it is the second largest bill for families behind the rent or mortgage payment. Tammy Nullman, who is one of the organizers of today's event, called child care workers some of the most invisible and undervalued in the workforce. In a statement, she went on to say, quote, "It's time to invest in expanding affordable, quality child care with living wages for the hard-working child care providers who care for and nurture our children." Turning to the weather now, it's been a sunny and nice day. Meteorologist Kirk Greenfield joins us now with the first look at your forecast. Kirk.
We're starting to see a few clouds move in, but it's been a really super day. When we take a look at the Jan Dills Marietta Skycam atop the Lafayette Hotel, we're at 78 degrees, 31% relative humidity, winds out of the south at 8, and the pressure's at 29.88 inches, but falling. Well, that doesn't bode well for us. We're looking at the evening planner saying we'll be about 74 at 8 o'clock, and then by midnight we're down to 66 with the threat of rain showers beginning to rear its head as we go overnight. Well, we'll talk about when we're likely to see showers or storms when I return. Back to you.
Thank you, Kirk. Parkersburg and Wood County officials recognized Peace Officers Memorial Day and the beginning of National Police Week today with a ceremony recognizing local law enforcement. Vienna Police Chief and Fraternal Order of Police Vice President Mike Pfeiffer led a ceremony that started outside the Wood County Judicial Building with the laying of wreaths recognizing law enforcement officers who lost their lives in the line of duty. Pfeiffer and other speakers also presented awards to distinguished officers and members of the community who have helped local law enforcement in one way or another. Pfeiffer says recognizing Peace Officers Memorial Day and National Police Week is an important way for the community to show appreciation to its law enforcement.
They do so much for our community. Today, we're in reverence here on those officers who've given the ultimate sacrifice, and this is a time for local law enforcement with the Fraternal Order of Police to come together, recognize that.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of West Virginia, William Thompson, was a guest speaker during the ceremony. National Police Week has been recognized since 1962. We'll have more on today's ceremony in Parkersburg later this evening. Wood County officials visited the Parkersburg Welcome Center during this morning's County Commission meeting for an update on tourism in the area. Parkersburg Convention and Visitors Bureau President Mark Lewis shared recent updates about the CVB, including placing community garden beds behind the Visitors Center and adding a new part-time position to help deal with an increase of visitors over the summer. Lewis also mentioned the West Virginia Legislature's interim committee meetings, which are set to take place in Parkersburg this September. Lewis says those interim committee meetings will be a valuable way to show state officials what the Mid-Ohio Valley has to offer.
One of the great things about it is they'll be able to see Blennerhassett Island firsthand. We're going to do an event out there. And Blennerhassett Island is one of the gems, absolute gems of our state park system. So getting them out there to see it firsthand is fantastic.
Lewis also discussed the CVB's new marketing initiatives, like placing marketing booklets in Columbus and Pittsburgh newspapers and a digital marketing campaign. Mother's Day was celebrated nationwide yesterday, and North Central West Virginia is a huge part of Mother's Day history. Mother's Day was founded by Anna Jarvis, who planned the inaugural service in Grafton in honor of her mother, Ann Reeves Jarvis, who helped organize Mother's Day work clubs. This was to teach women how to properly care for their children to reduce mortality rates. Following the success of the first Mother's Day observance in Grafton in 1908, Anna wrote to the president, who at the time was Woodrow Wilson, in an effort to establish Mother's Day as an official U.S. holiday. President Wilson issued a proclamation in 1914, and the rest is history, with Mother's Day now being celebrated worldwide.
The day is officially recognized as having started here in Grafton is because Anna took it from a local concept. She contacted the presidents. She would write letters to every state governor asking them to pass a resolution. She had done all that lobbying effort and moving the process from an idea to being officially recognized by our country as the second Sunday in May would be Mother's Day.
Sunday was the 116th observance of the holiday celebrating mothers. 170 people were at the annual Mother's Day worship service at the International Mother's Day Shrine, which, by the way, is only one of 17 National Historic Landmarks in West Virginia. As part of a National Hospital Week, WVU Medicine Camden Clark Medical Center made an announcement for 2 of its units. The cardiovascular intensive care and standard intensive care units were awarded silver medals for the Beacon Award. Camden Clark was the only hospital in West Virginia to win that nationwide award. The director of the CVICU and the ICU believe this can make a huge difference.
So it's definitely a prestigious award for us, but what it means mainly for us and for the community is that it lets them know that we provide excellent care day in and day out for the patients in our community that we serve.
I think it's a testament to the work that we do and that our staff do, that our nurses do.
The award will last 3 years, and both units say that when that time ends, they plan on going for the gold. Still ahead, America's rural health care system is in crisis. Patients are waiting